worked on. And in marriage, it's the little things that are really the big things. So things like you're never too old to hold hands. It's important. Right now be a good start. Remembering to say I love you at least once a day. You might have forgotten that today. We'll give you a chance in just a minute or so. Never going to sleep angry. Standing together and facing the world. By the way, you can all listen into these words of wisdom. It's appropriate for everybody. But speaking words of appreciation, demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and move on. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which both of you can grow. It's learning to trust each other and showing that trust with your words and your actions. It's not only marrying the right person, it's being the right partner. Now, you guys have known each other since that first glance across the store. You've come to this point of commitment today. And at some point, you made the decision to make this relationship last forever. And from that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you've been making commitments in a more informal way. Whether those conversations took place in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those conversations that begin with when we're married or when you say I will or I say I do or we will do this together, and all those late talks began with somehow or some way or someday or maybe. All those promises and more, those are the real process of a wedding. And the vows that you're about to make to each other are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we promised and we hoped and we dreamed? Well, I meant it, every word. So I want you to look at each other tonight and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to each other. You've been co-workers, you've been friends, you've been acquaintances, companions, sparring partners, even teachers, because you've learned a lot from each other these past 6 years. And shortly we're going to have you say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life. And things between you will never be quite the same. Because after today, you're going to say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. And I noticed there's a lot of gifts out there that people have brought, but there's nothing more important than your gift to each other. And that's each of you. Marriage is a gift. It's a gift of yourself, the gift of your life. And it's not just today. It's every day from this day forward. You need to continue to give yourselves to each other. That's a marriage. What does that mean? That means letting go of petty fights about who is right and who is wrong. It means putting your spouse's interests, their wants, desires, and happiness ahead of your own. That's what a marriage is. That's what Jesus said when he told his disciples their one and only commandment. He said, I want you to love each other. He said, this is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. That's what Paul meant when he said we are to be clothed, we are to put on clothes of love. He said in Colossians, God has chosen you to be a people that he loves. You must clothe yourself with mercy, with kindness, with humility, with gentleness, with patience. Allow for each other's faults. Forgive anyone who offends you, because the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. And above all, clothe yourselves in love, which binds us together in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from God rule your hearts. So today, you are each other's wedding gift to each other. That's pretty spectacular. Your marriage is the gift of continuing to give yourself to each other. Now, listen, in the last 6 years, you guys have faced more adversity than most couples do in a lifetime. But you made it through that. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. Don't let anyone tell you you can't survive it, because you can. You already have it. You know, we're going to say vows in just a few minutes. before, and better and worse, sickness and health. Are you kidding me? You guys have already been there and done that. Don't try to make this the best marriage ever. Just do it. As Master Yoda used to say, do or do not. There is no try. Johnny and Layne, you've each written personal vows to one another. This is the time for you to say those vows. And we're all going to listen in. We're going to have you go first, Johnny. I've got a handheld mic, so it's
Layne, there are no words to express how thankful and how blessed I am to have a man like you in my life. From the moment I met you, I knew you were going to be someone special, but little did I know how much of an impact you were going to make on my life. You become my family, my heart, my companion, and my best friend. I couldn't ask for a more well-rounded person than you. I love your family, and I love how much you love mine. Never once in these 6 years have you ever judged me, asked me to change, or made me feel like I don't belong. Instead, you encouraged my weirdness, embraced my nerdiness, and loved me unconditionally. You're the only man to put up with my screaming in the middle of the night because someone took my kill on Halo. And for as long as you have known me, you've always supported my Star Wars addiction and have even contributed to it. You put up with my jokes that, well, let's face it, are really only funny to me. But most importantly, you've always accepted me for who I am. I couldn't imagine a life without you, and I share what I want to. Layne, I promise to never let us falter. I promise to love you, cherish you, and treat you with nothing but respect and loyalty. I promise to support your dreams and your ambitions, and to help you accomplish your goals. I promise to take care of you when you're sick, bake you cookies when you're sad, and love you unconditionally. Last but certainly not least, I promise to be the Chewbacca to your Han Solo. A trustworthy, caring, loyal best friend until the very end. I love you, like Michael McDonald.
Is it just me, or am I like very awkward right now?
It's on now. Oh, Layne gets the handheld.
When thinking about my vows, I wondered how I can put into words all of the amazing qualities that I see in you. I feel like I could write a book about how lucky I am to be with you, and sometimes I even try. You are so beautiful and so amazing. I love every crazy second that we have together. From the moment that we met at Sears, there was something different and special about you. You were so different from anyone I had ever known, and I knew I had to have you in my life. Our friendship turned into a relationship, and today it becomes a marriage. I'm so excited to walk through life's journeys, holding your hand and looking into your eyes each and every day. We have so many amazing memories throughout the many years, countless parties we've thrown for our loved ones, our road trips to exciting places, watching the Patriots win and watching you yell at the players. There are countless memories and moments we have together, whether they be good or bad. You are always there to build me up and encourage me. You always make me laugh so much that it makes my cheeks hurt. You truly are the light in my life. They help guide me back to the right path, to brighten my everyday, to warm my soul. I'm so much I'm done with the cheesiness there. China, I promise that I will always stand with you, strong and never wavering. I promise to always support you, encourage you to follow your dreams. I will always respect you and continue to build our relationship on trust and honesty. In the years to come, I I promise to be a man of integrity and of strong character, someone that you can truly rely and depend on. Through all the good and bad times, sickness, and healthy days to come,
Yes.
we will make it through everything all together. You are my best friend, and I love you with all my heart.
Since this is your intent to be married, and publicly share your consent with each other, the witness, I'm going to ask both of you to answer a question that I'm going to ask you with 2 words. Simply, I do. First, I'll ask you, Shiny. When I get to the question mark, I say that because it's kind of long. Shiny, do you take Layne to be your lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day on, for better or for worse, for richer or poor, in sickness and in health, as long as you both shall live? And Layne, do you take Shiny to be your lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day on, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, as long as you both shall live? The wedding ring symbolizes unity. It's a circle that's unbroken. It doesn't have a beginning, doesn't have an end. Today, Shiny and Layne exchanged their rings as a confirmation of their vows to join their lives, to work at all times to create a life that's complete and unbroken, to love each other unconditionally. Shiny, if you'll take Layne's ring and repeat a long sentence after me as you put the ring on his hand. Layne, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I vow to love and honor you as long as we both live. I vow to help you when you need help and turn to you when I need help. With this ring, I take you to be my husband, my constant friend, and my love from this day forward. Okay, Layne. Oh. Okay, Layne. Repeat after me. Shiny, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I vow to love and honor you as long as we both shall live. I vow to help you when you need help and turn to you when I need help. With this ring, I take you to be my lawful wedded wife, my constant friend, and my love from this day forward. Now that you've given yourselves to each other with solemn vows, giving and receiving of rings, in front of God and everyone who's assembled here, it's my great honor to pronounce you husband and wife. You can seal your vows with a short kiss. Yeah! Everyone, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. McDonald.